What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. We are a party member short for hopefully for just a short amount of time. Mr. Galactic will be joining us soon. Until then, we're here with most of the cast of the Emberfellas. We're dwindling slowly but surely, level by level. It's just show to show. It's just going further and further. Pretty soon, it's just gonna be me. It's going to be me sitting here running the game by myself. It's going to be great. But let's briefly introduce ourselves. Let's start with the Doobster, Doobie209.
First, I play Dayu, a hobgoblin monk, can say sword and bow, and has yet to buy new clothes from smelling like poop.
Yep, poop clothes.
And being burned.
There's that.
And we killed the demon last time.
You did. You killed the creature, demon, whatever it was.
We're all demons.
All demons. Speaking of demons, Jumbo Smooth.
That was a perfect one for the car.
I know it was. It would have been.
You blew it.
It would have been. We go clockwise though on my screen, so I couldn't jump it.
Hi everyone, I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing Rogar, son of Amu. This evening, he is a barbarian, Path of the Dragonkin, a custom class developed by Jumbo Thick. So,
might be overpowered towards the end.
It could be
overpowered. We'll see.
Could be. Right now he's all right.
Now, it's not so bad.
It's not so bad. But yeah, he's a big boy. 7'5", 400 pounds. He's got a great sword, and he's got a new javelin of lightning. Like Mighty Zeus.
Throwing thunderbolts.
It's great. That's it.
So speaking of the Mighty Zeus, Dan Decker.
Hello.
Big Dan.
Oh goodness, my cat is causing trouble. Speaking of causing trouble, though, Zalkar is a hobgoblin paladin, Order of Elysia. At one time, now we're really trying to maybe find our way back, because he's currently inhabited by a demon who likes to murder. Probably related to the demon we killed in some regard.
Maybe.
But he's about 6 foot, 215. He's a slim young man, barely 21, out of the monastery or the nunnery, however it may be, and very pale right now. Craves raw flesh.
Has craving for flesh.
Yeah, that's about it. So we'll see how it goes. Path of redemption surely ahead.
Yeah, exactly. Well, we will see. So last we left off, the Emberfellas had escaped several uncomfortable circumstances in the sewers, had found a way out after making a deal with Cratch of the sewer rats, a suspicious individual, to say the least. You had gotten out. You had received not only this javelin, but you'd also received a key. You had bartered for a key that will get you in and out of some of the more well-guarded entrances that lead down to the sewers below, which could be a possible means of transportation. You were also given a map of the sewers that you have at your disposal, and free reign as much as you dare. So with that, you had left the sewers and were moving back towards the crooked plank when it was brought up that after you had opened up a certain former paladin's throat like a Pez dispenser and removed a black piece of horn, stone-like, from her esophagus, you had forgot to pick it up and left it there in the dirt in a cellar. I mean, who's going to go down there? Apparently, someone went down there. A nondescript barmaid from Din's establishment went down, apparently discovered it because you found a hole in the cellar where they had possibly busted out from underneath and had taken off into the streets with some surprisingly good rolls. Like, really good. You managed to track down the inhabited individual, definitely possessed by something scary. Apparently she now had the ability to fly. There were tendrils, almost like veins, coming out of her hands, elongated fingers, jaw too big. It was horrifying. She vomited blood all over the party. It was a fun time. Needless to say, her flying through the fishing district garnered quite a bit of attention, with the four of you chasing her down and proceeding to finally put her to rest after some very clutch moments and some acrobatic work from none other than Dayu. I seem to remember him falling 60 feet, taking no damage.
Yes. After I ripped a javelin out of her chest.
As he ripped a javelin out of her chest, because that happened. Regardless, though, after all of that, the guard, being as heightened as they are, obviously saw all of this happening and were moving in to suppress the incident. When you had defeated the creature, retrieved the body since you didn't have time to really do anything with it, and then went on a run back towards the crooked plank. Dayu, finding it wise to split away and stealth away from the rest of you, leaving you to possibly be caught and murdered. It is what it is. However, the rest of you did in fact escape and managed to all meet back at the crooked plank. You removed the stone from the new woman's body in the basement. It was horrifying as well. I believe Rogar, didn't we say that you just kind of ripped the throat out like Patrick Swayze, and it just kind of came falling out, and then picked it up and then shoved it in the bag of holding. Hopefully nothing bad happens to it in there. Who knows? Regardless, though, we are picking up as Dayu had already had a bath. He was feeling good. You know, he'd walked down and was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Then he was walking away, and boom, we have a desiccated, butchered corpse down here. Very much, she didn't revert back to her previous humanoid-like state. She's still in this demon-looking form, ripped open several places, disgusting, gross, in Din's basement. Zolkar, Rogar, and in fact, not Atlas. Atlas isn't here. Atlas is the cemetery. We forgot that one. He's gone. Breverac. Yes, Breverac. There we go. All three of you are down here in the basement with Dayu currently opening the door and scooting on out. So what would you like to do?
I think we did tell Dayu, didn't we?
You did tell him.
Yeah, I think we did.
I thought you
I'm pretty
did.
sure we did, because you threatened us, I think, last time. So I think
no one told me. So you get Rogar went upstairs, and Zal didn't say anything.
I think I said for Zal to tell you, and
he didn't.
I don't know if he did that.
I said I was gonna make you guys. I was gonna make you guys food, and then you could tell me when I
was gonna cook them.
Oh yeah, that's what it was. Yes, while we ate. That's right. That's right.
If I slipped poison into Zal's meal.
Poison.
Slip it in. So
little dash.
Are you cooking, Dayu?
Yes.
The kitchen's right above. It's right there.
We're just gonna discuss with Din. Another body needs to be disposed of.
How are you gonna do this? I'm curious.
Okay. Brendan.
Yes, Rogar. What seems to be the problem?
There was another body. Another.
Oh no.
A bit of
It's fine, Rogar. It's fine. I
Yes.
get the gist of it. Where's the shaman?
I think he's right behind me, isn't he? Or
I mean,
you're
yeah,
close to... Okay.
I would assume.
Yeah.
I just kind of look, point back there or nod back there.
Yes. Is this
Oh
more?
yeah, because he might not know which person.
Yes,
I am.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
You
it's always
you
it's
tend to
always
change yourself
yes.
often. Yeah. It's always a new person.
Yes.
So. Well, it's not somebody important, is it?
We'll say I believe she did work here.
Oh no, not again.
She was possessed by some dark spirits. The shaman could probably better explain than I, but some evil force.
I mean, you did call down. You said I was going to need a carpenter, but how bad is it?
It's bad. I mean,
Oh,
there's a whole,
oh.
possibly some masonry. I'm not a constructor. I'm a warrior.
Calm down, Rogar. Calm down.
Sorry, Dan. I'm getting stressed.
I'll
Those are load-bearing walls.
I'll see what I
It's
can.
a load-bearing wall. You can't knock that one out.
I'll see what I guess I'll assess the damage. We'll see what I can do.
If it requires
Thank you
more
for telling
gold, please let us know.
Of course. Thank you, friend Rogar.
I suggest while you're at it, perhaps building a industrial-sized crematorium.
It's a large word for you, Rogar.
Sorry. But yes, Rogar's gonna go. Rogar's covered in blood.
Oh
He
yeah,
got barfed in blood.
all of you are, except for Dayu. He's covered.
Except for maybe Zalkar. He can change his appearance.
but he's still covered in it. And still
I know,
smells like
but
it.
It doesn't look
Doesn't
like
look like it. Yeah.
Rogar is gonna go back to the barrels, and douse himself
Yeah.
with some barrels, clean up, and then find.
Brevrak will definitely do the same. Clean himself up.
Yeah, I'm assuming we'll go eat dinner with Dayu wherever
Zal
we
will
do
clean
that.
up as well,
Okay.
and then we'll eat dinner.
In the bar upstairs. I'm not
Dayu.
sure where we eat here.
I'm sure.
Well-
I'm sure my meal will be fine.
Yeah, I'm sure it will be.
Sure,
too.
sure will.
Fine.
So Dayu,
Yeah.
what are you cooking tonight?
He has been talking to those
Do I have access
Drow.
to shrimp?
Shrimp? Oh yeah,
Shrimp?
easily. Yeah, there's shrimp. There's plenty of seafood available.
That's what I
Um,
figured.
Now
We'll do a
we will roll to see how
good it is.
good it is. It might
we'll
not
do,
be
we'll
the
do
best.
a nice shrimp tempura.
Oh, okay. Go ahead and roll your cooking skill, which I do believe is. Did we say Constitution last time?
I think so.
Yeah.
And I was proficient.
Yes, you are proficient. So proficiency plus your Constitution plus your tool proficiency.
God, that's
You
a
already
lot
got
adding.
that. You already got it. So Constitution
It's
plus your
10.
proficiency. There we go. That's what it is.
So 13.
13. Okay. With the 13, it's not bad. If you would have had better ingredients, perhaps
Yeah.
it would
If
have
this
been
was the Lotus.
exactly. It would have been next level, but you work with what you got. Din's establishment.
Does someone judge me?
I don't know if anybody here would
Presentation
judge
is
you.
wrong.
I'm sure Rogar would be fine. Zalkar.
Where's the lamb sauce?
I will say that. Let me see if Brevrak. He is a. I will say Brevrak worked on a military vessel, like a ship. He's probably used to eating some nasty shit. Let's see here though.
Damn,
Oh,
really
no.
making your food sound great.
So you're by comparison, Dayu. This is a fine meal, Brevrak.
This is Olive
Yes.
Garden. Okay.
This is a great meal, friend.
So what
So-
Rogar says?
That's Brevrak.
Oh,
I don't know.
okay. Okay.
No, yes, I, as a noble samurai, will commend you for your skills in the kitchen. The way you diced that shrimp was Exquisite, fine work.
Dai ignores him.
Oh, that seems logical.
As we
Rogar's not
As we
using
sit
his
down.
chopsticks. He's
they sit down and start eating.
Yeah, I'm assuming you guys are in the kitchen
I'm
still,
gonna eat.
unless you guys want to eat out front.
We're at the bar. I'm flipping that shit at
on the bar. Okay, at the bar, you got like a griddle. You bring it out.
Tejada style.
Right up front. I'll say if you're gonna do
Fried
that,
shrimp, flicking out at him.
if you're gonna do that,
Egg roll.
While you're cooking, Dayu,
Performance check.
there's a well, if you want to put on a show.
Hibachi.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If there's one flaw in Dayu's stone surface, it's cooking.
Oh shit.
Oh, natural 20.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Natural 20.
Oh.
So
It's a 19.
it's a -1. It's still
amazing.
good though.
It's amazing.
So I'll say this: you're out there, kind of. I mean, you're getting into it. It's going well. Since this is cooking, I'd probably give you proficiency, so that's a +2, so 21. Very good. This is a show. He's putting on a good show. He's getting it, and a couple sailors. Wow, they come walking up. Oh, it's like magic. So beautiful.
You want some too?
Yes. How much?
Flick him. I'm just flicking him.
You flick one to him. Let me see. He
Egg roll?
it. He catches
This
it.
is the happiest guy he's been in a long time.
He catches it in his mouth. He's Some of the people in the crowd are getting really pumped, real excited about this. But if you want to serve some food to people, with your performance roll, let me see here.
We're gonna use all of Din's shrimp.
Din, I will say Din's happy. He's like somebody's out here cooking. He's not having to he's not having to pour as much booze right now. Everybody's eating. I will say that you will be able to collect 2 gold pieces.
Oh shit!
But cumulative. This is like,
Yes.
yeah, like a bunch of like silver and copper. You feed quite a few people. You go through most of Shrimp's, Din's shrimp, and whatever else he's got back there. But you can add 2 gold pieces to your orders. You're like a short order cook back there.
As I sit down now, you're going to explain to me about this woman.
The paladin or the barmaid?
Whichever one you prefer.
The paladin gave me a little choice. It was her or me. And as far as the other young lady, well, we missed something important. And the dark spirit possessed her. A fear similar to the one that's inside me when I give over to it, and terrible things happen. I don't know what path lies ahead, but clearly we cannot continue to function overall as a group. Any clear goal with whatever this is inside of me.
So did he mention the horn? Mention the horn. So he mentioned the horn.
Well, I bet we missed something important.
Yeah. Jai will get up, go upstairs. A couple minutes later, come back down. Puts the hook on the table. Selects hook.
Okay.
Take this to your order. I'm sure you have some contact in the city. You can have them check it out. You can keep it if you want. Maybe get that other item checked out as well.
Do you take the hook,
Thank you.
Zolkar?
I'll take the hook.
Okay, you grab a hold of the hook. You feel as you grasp a hold of the chain that it's attached to. I will remind you, this is like a big, almost like a meat hook. It's like a heavily modified fishing hook with serrated edges.
Like I know what you did last summer, kind of.
Yes, like that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Except for this is more serrated along the actual hook portion.
Serrated. Yeah.
And there are strange scrawlings along it in a arcane nature. And it appears that there is damp blood along the hook itself, Saltkar, connected to this very elaborate chain, 15 feet in length.
Now, is it inscribed in Abyssal by chance?
It is. This would actually.
Or Celestial?
No, it is not. Neither of those.
Okay, well, damn.
So,
but it has fresh blood on it.
It looks fresh.
It
looks. It looks damp.
That I think I'd be tempted to, run my finger along that just a little,
Yeah, you pull.
Maybe.
There is blood on it.
Yeah.
It's been constantly bleeding since we took it from Slack. So
The weapon is bleeding itself. So that definitely fascinates Zaltkar. And he'll wipe a little off of it and
Give it a little taste.
when
It's blood. It is blood.
when you were down in combat, we took you to, I assume, your order. He might know more about it. I imagine this weapon has some type of evil within it.
yes.
But do as you will.
He's saying the corpse maker is
No.
with Alicia?
Well, kind of.
I forget his name.
Funny.
I believe they're speaking of Zortharis. Your
Yes, that guy.
your contact at the first story
Second
scroll.
story yeah.
scrolls. Excuse me.
Second story scrolls. That's what it was.
That guy, not the corpse maker.
No.
Oh, there he is. Yeah.
He's referring to Zortharis.
Yeah, I got it. He's here.
Now, gaming question: are we taking a short rest?
It's up to you guys.
Yeah. If you guys if we take a short rest, you can roll an extra D8 with your hit die.
Hey.
We only have time for a short rest,
Mhm.
and before our deadline to get to the Red Lotus, so we'd have to take at least a short rest.
Mhm.
We can't take a 24 because that puts past I think 2 days. So,
Gotta get-
yeah, we would want to take a short
Okay.
short rest at least.
So we're getting a short rest in. As you, the
Well,
four
we
of you,
did take a meal, so
yeah, you ate, and you're getting
somebody
ready
did.
for bed. Sleeping arrangements for the night.
Probably the three of us, and then Zal's in his own room.
Zalkar's by himself again.
Zakar sleeps by himself. For now.
Yeah, for now. For
All
now.
right. Important questions, Zalkar.
Hold on. Yeah. What's up?
You have an item in your possession now.
The horn.
No,
No.
the chain and blade.
Oh, yes, the chain and blade.
The hook. If you so choose,
Hmm.
you may attune to this item.
Yeah. Oh, I think I would like to.
During your
I think
short
I would
rest.
like to do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, it is in D&D Beyond. You can look up the bloody hook,
Ooh.
and you can add it to your character sheet. Now, because I made it in D&D Beyond, sometimes it's a little funny with items. It has a
Right.
15-foot reach, even though it says 5 feet. It's 15 foot.
Got it.
Yeah.
Keep that in
So
mind.
if you got questions, just ask me. I've got notes on it, so it should be fine.
Perfect.
But so we are taking a short rest. So Rogar, Dayu, and Brevrak all move to, all lay down in one room, Zaltkar in the other. During the night. Are we taking watches or anything like that? I mean, we normally don't here. I just figured I might as well ask. Okay. During the night, Let's get the three of you. I'll roll this one to roll me sanity checks.
Oh, the sanity check. Sanity. I think I still
Bad.
have.
I feel so
Bad.
shitty on sanity checks.
It's bad. Okay.
Am I still knocked down a couple of points from?
I don't remember result card. That's good. You were, I believe, weren't you at an 11? I think.
Yeah, you knocked
Yeah,
me
yeah.
down to an 11.
Yeah, you're at an 11.
I'm still on 11.
Okay. I didn't see yours, Rogar.
Rogar got a 14 plus
14
2,
plus 2. Yeah.
so
Yeah,
16.
you did fine. The one who failed is Dayu, and Dayu, I forgot. I need you to roll me a Constitution save real fast because your
The potion
Your-
stuff.
your Crimson Eye is not Crimson Eye. Your
Fuck.
Firewater. Jesus, it's like you took. Ooh, that's bad. Can't save bad. So Dayu,
Get my natural 20 back. I want to switch those two
you
around.
had 1 point of exhaustion. The Firewater wears off, and as it does, you like crash, and you have another point. So now you have 2 points of exhaustion.
Yes.
Double down, bro.
Worst,
Taking a
man.
hit.
So, but that's going to be in the morning when you wake. However, in the middle of the night, all of you have unpleasant sleep. Rogar, you have a similar dream to what you dreamed 2 nights ago, and it's interesting. As you're sleeping, when you see Amu, this time you see he has 6 eyes, all glowing yellow, and his bottom jaw unhinges and turns into a writhing mass of tentacles. It's horrifying. And you kind of startle awake in the morning. Breverak has something similar happen to him, as does Zoltkar. All involving this 6-eyed thing, overbearing, almost invasive. Dayu, however, you begin dreaming of your family once again, and similar to last time, you realize that this is not real. This is you're too wise to be fooled by this, whatever this is. And just when your wife smiles at you and offers to show you your child, and you tell her that this isn't real, this can't be real, her face splits open down the center, peels off, revealing a white skull with writhing tentacle masses coming out of the throat up and out, lipping across its face. And as it does, they reach out and latch onto your face. And you see 6 glowing yellow eyes on her, on the actual skull itself, as they kind of bear down into your soul. And you're going to lose 1 point of sanity, Dayu, this night. As you wake startled. As you Zoltkar, you have all of you have unpleasant sleep. Dayu is extremely unpleasant.
I now have a 0 modifier.
Yes, you have just a 10 now. So
I got an 11.
11, excuse me. You will also notice, as you guys all begin to awake. First off, Zoltkar, you attuned to the hook.
I did.
You will notice that there is
I did.
an extra clause.
Oh yeah.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
I like it. I like
The
it.
Satan clause, as it were.
Yeah, we'll call it that. It might be what we in the know call a curse.
Could be.
So it could be. Who knows? Who would have
Once
thought it
you
was
once you
cursed?
taste the blood of the bloody claw,
Yes,
or the bloody hook,
So
forever shall it taint your soul if you have one.
you may be unwilling to part with
It's mine.
with said
My
item
precious now.
for a while.
Probably my precious.
Regardless, though, as all of this takes place, all of you wake up and you hear a scream downstairs. What do you guys do?
Getting up and running down there, grabbing the sword.
You quickly, a little shaken after his nightmare, grab his sword.
Unfortunately, probably a little slower.
Yeah. Was it a male or female scream?
Female scream.
Rogar is going to be following.
Okay.
As well.
As Dayu and Rogar.
Did we wait to a start so we would presumably not be in our armor?
Yes. Yeah, you're the only one that really pertains to, besides Breverac, which I'll roll for Breverac with a natural 20. Breverac is quickly piecing some of his armor on. He's donning his armor. It takes time.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. Yeah. So he wears heavy armor. It takes a long time to put on. So he's trying to strap himself together as the rest of you are moving down. I don't know about you, Zolkar. Are you going sans armor or?
I would need to take time to put on my armor. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. For medium armor, I think it's only 2 minutes, but it's 2 minutes. You're strapping your breastplate on, getting everything in place.
Was the meal like a +8 to your heal, or was it
an extra
short rest?
An extra D8.
You just roll an extra D8 for healing. Cool. If you needed any.
Yeah, I will.
So, as Rogar and Dayu, then, as you go out to the staircase leading down, you look down and you can see the bar below you, and see one of the serving girls. This one is a goblin. It's kind of moving away from one of the booth-like tables near the far wall. Din is kind of stumbling out, rubbing his eyes like he wasn't even awake yet. It's very early, very, very early. What is it? What's going on? Look! She points towards one of the tables, and there are 3 regulars at the table. Face down, unmoving. What would you guys like to do?
Rogar's stomping over and pick one up and look at its face.
You grab him by the head and pull him back. And this is Dayu. This is one of the sailors that were very interested in your work. Apparently got drunk and they had passed out here. Not uncommon practice. Rogar makes a habit of throwing these people out in the morning, waking them up. However, as you lift his head up, Rogar, you see that his eyes are missing. They're gone. It's just empty sockets. And there is black goo running out of each socket of his eye, dripping down his face. It is pooled on the table. And as you look over towards the other 2 bodies, you can see similar afflictions on them, and they are very much dead.
Turn to the goblin. You've been working all night. Anybody come in?
I just got here. I have the morning shifts this time.
Any tracks?
You guys can give me an investigation check if you'd like to look around, see what's going on. I'll say at this point, Zolkar, you will have gotten strapped together if you want to make your way downstairs. 2 for Danny.
And I have the hook almost looks like it's part of my hand. The chain wrapped
got it
up my
all
arm.
wrapped up the arm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Kratos style,
Yeah, I like it.
Oh yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Don't get fuck around and find out. No?
Okay. Let's see here. However, it looks like Rogar did pretty good.
Oh, I didn't roll. Sorry.
Oh no, that was a different one. So go ahead and roll.
I'll roll. Inspector Rogar.
Inspector Rogar, do it, Rogar.
This is what you're good at.
16.
It is. It's.
Pardon me, ma'am. Just one more question.
It's uncanny.
I'm great.
Rogar starts looking around. Huh.
Wait a minute.
And
Kinda
you don't see Rogar. There is like some spilled ale that had kind of dried on the floor. And what happens is you don't see any tracks. You don't see any tread leading to the bodies.
So nothing. No. Okay.
You don't see any tracks or anything of that sort.
Okay. No. Any kind of other clue on the table itself, other than just the bodies.
No, nothing laying out on the table that you can find. If you kind of search their person,
Yeah.
you find some money if you want to keep said money.
Or he's not going to take it from the dead body.
Okay.
Um,
But other than that, you don't really see anything else on their person.
yeah, go ahead.
Who was working last night?
I'm not sure. Might have been Zora, but I don't see her.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Where is she?
I don't know. Give me a second. And he opens up the back. You hear him step into the back. No! You're screaming.
Running in there. Another one. You
Come
know?
running in,
Okay, so-
and you will see a hobgoblin woman, similar fashion, laying her head down like this at the kind of kitchen counter in the back. When you move up to her, look at her eyes, same thing.
Nothing
Nope.
on her person.
No, nothing on her person. She does have the money she'd collected for the night on her.
So did Zal get a good night's sleep?
You got a short rest, yes.
Okay. Did was he completely in control of himself the entire time?
I will say,
Oh damn it!
Zalkar,
Yeah.
it's hard to tell with you.
Yeah.
However, you would notice that these bodies do not look like their soul was drained out of their corpses. If that's, telling.
With strangle marks.
I will say you don't see any physical marks on their bodies. If you look around, you don't see any wounds. They look relatively intact. You guys aren't exactly medical doctors or anything of that sort.
Rogar's working on it.
Rogar's working on his PhD at this point.
Yeah.
Damn.
Professor Rogar.
So, yeah.
And she's back here in the back, like in the kitchen
In
area.
the kitchen. Yep.
Is she around anything that's peculiar or strange?
She is. It looks like there's a stool pulled up to the kitchen tabletop. It looks like she was sitting on it,
Okay.
head resting on the tabletop itself.
What's Din up to? What's he?
Din is he's like in shock. He's just
Like there's not enough money we can pay him at this point.
Well, as you're saying that, Dayu has pretty good passive perception. You'd see that there are very thick bags under Din's eyes, whether it be stress or perhaps he didn't get a very restful sleep last night.
Everyone had nightmares last night.
And he's just kind of, what am I going to do? We're going to have to do something about this. We can't have people finding them in here.
crematorium.
There you go with that big word again, Edgar.
No, it's
Industrial size.
industrial size crematorium.
Put them below.
Write it off
I'll
as a-
figure something out.
Write it off as a pork smoker.
Roger will take the bodies.
Yeah. He's getting Zora. He kind of grabs a hold of her. You didn't deserve this. See, goes down into the cellar. Puts her next to as he finally goes down there for the first time. He's like, oh, by the gods.
Get patched up quick, Ken. I mean, No telling what kind of vermin will scurry in.
Yes, yes, indeed.
It appears, comrades, that these bodies have the same substance pouring from them as the troll beneath the sewers, along with those minions that you fought, Elder, and Tuk, and Brevak, you as well.
Yes. It was me, Noble Berverak, slew them mightily.
Of course, noble samurai. Perhaps this is some sort of sign that we should be hurrying our investigation into these gyms. I had a dream last night that showed me 6 golden eyes.
Are you just announcing this to everybody in the room?
No, I'm announcing it. I'm assuming we're down the cellar.
Okay.
So
When you say the 6 golden eyes, Din kind of looks over his shoulder. I dreamed of 6 eyes as well. It was like looking at the devil itself.
it was quite unsettling. But perhaps it is.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is. It is fate telling us that we should move along our investigation. I believe the Red Lotus might have answers,
Well,
perhaps leading to the last necklace that we seek.
do you think this is focused on the 4 of you for some reason?
Unfortunately, Din, we do. We fought many of these creatures.
Perhaps some kind of attack? Is this contagious? I mean, I just touched her.
I do not think so.
We need a priest.
I wouldn't drink the water or trust the priest. One of them stabbed me in the back.
Perhaps Atlas, if you contact him, would
Yes,
give rights
yes.
to these.
Good idea, Rogar. Good idea. I'll see if I can find the big man.
We seek entrance into the samurai district tonight, Din.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a easy way to get in for someone such as me?
Well,
Or should I scale the walls again?
that's always an option, of course. You seem to have done well enough last time. You could always chance the sewers. I've heard that you can get underneath that way. There is also
like shit.
other ways. I've heard that certain guards are, let's just say, loose with their routines if approached for the right cost by the right person. I believe Dayu might have contacts that could facilitate this. And if you're up for it, Vern is very well connected. Clan Giant's Blood can get you just about anywhere in the city if you want.
Is it nightfall already?
No,
I
this
forget
is
when we
early.
slept.
This is early morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. How early? It's real early, right?
Oh yes. It's like 4, 5.
Mm.
You guys got a full rest, but it's early.
When does the Red Lotus? When were we supposed to go to the Red Lotus? Did they give a specific time, or they just said show up?
Didn't give you a specific time. Now I do believe that the last time you were invited, it was for a nighttime event.
A party. And we missed it.
Essentially, it was a party. Yes.
So we'll wait, I guess, till evening.
Okay. While we are waiting, let me pull up something real quick. All right. Roll this. Okay.
Vern made progress on getting our bounties removed.
We'll see about that. I need somebody to roll me a d20.
Ooh, let me try.
What's the
Alright.
letter table?
Roll for me.
Don't let me
Yeah,
do it.
here it comes. Here it comes. Rain. Ooh, straight 13.
My soul.
13.
Yeah. So Pierce Galactic won't be
Okay.
joining us later this evening if you
Oh,
miss it,
officially?
note.
I
Yeah.
didn't see. Okay, that's fine. Well, you know,
We got
no,
this.
Noble Breverac
Yeah, we got
will,
this.
He rolls
we'll be
poorly
doing-
in combat anyways.
So, regardless, though,
He can stay behind and clean up the mess.
you will know that today is a bright, sunny day. It's getting warmer. And do you guys spend most of the day just inside waiting, drinking?
I mean, if I can buy new clothes.
I mean,
Zalkar would attempt to help repair the damage.
okay. Do you have carpentry skills?
I would not have carpentry skills, so maybe I can, move rocks and
Move some stuff. Help him
move some stuff and clear the path, or
Let me see what Din's got. All right,
help out in the
Din.
kitchen since his people keep dying.
After you guys have hidden the bodies, and Din basically asks you to conceal the corpses while he brings a carpenter down here to fix the damage. So go ahead and give me a sleight of hand,
Yeah,
please.
Here we go. Let's see how this goes. Oh, that's not bad.
See that
That's
big
not
tarp
bad.
over
That's not
there?
bad. That's not
Don't
bad.
look good. Do look good. there.
Yeah, you cover it well enough, and as he brings a carpenter, who it looks like this is actually like a ship's carpenter, nearby on the docks.
Hey, listen, buddy.
he
You
brings
see
one
that
in.
tarp over there? It's a pretty big tarp. You want it to be bigger?
And as
No.
he's coming down, Zalkar, you just recently kind of piled them all kind of behind a few boxes. And there is a tarp, of course, pulled over him. And as he's walking down, you notice there's a foot sticking out, and you quickly, and you real quickly kind of pull the tarp a little bit further, concealing it.
It's got a real Sweeney Todd vibe
It
going
does.
on right now.
concealing the corpse. As he steps down, damn, Din. Looks like a damn cannonball through the side of your building. Yes, I know. How much? Well, how much hell you got? Could you outfit us? I suppose. Good. And he gets to work fixing. He'll be there for most of the day. And he will repair the damage downstairs. So there's the sound of carpentry at work downstairs. Zaltkar, feel free to drift up if you please. But
I would, peek down every so often, make sure bodies are still covered.
yes, they are indeed still
Stuff
covered.
like that.
During the day, Zaltkar,
Corpse management is becoming a big deal for us.
Din will approach you, Zaltkar. Yes, about that thing you asked me to look into, the mage. I've got a little information for you. I'm not sure how reliable it is. Got it from a less than reputable source, but it appears that there was some kind of noble from one of the big three clans in Valvrak. He was injured a few years back, a year or so back, on an expedition for the Iron Battery out into the ocean. They came through here, in fact. They came and they sailed up north towards the wastes. I'm not exactly sure what happened, but we know for a fact he's a member of Clan Thunderstrike. Kazan Thunderstrike. He's the only one that matches that kind of wrapped facial appearance. He's been in hiding, but apparently this person knows that he wears a similar facial covering when out. So more than likely that was him. Powerful mage. one of our best artillery pieces.
Then I certainly appreciate the information, and hopefully we'll use this to our advantage.
Indeed. And have you seen Dayu?
I don't think so. I was making sure the carpenter
Yes.
took care of things.
Please do. Don't let me mind you. I'll find him myself. Just kind of wanders out. Where do we find Dayu? In the bar.
Clothes shopping. Cut to clothes shopping montage.
Well,
Close up in
if I stay at the bar, can I remove exhaustion?
I'll say no. You cannot.
I'm not staying there then.
Okay. I will say that so you want to try to get some now let me specify here. The guard is out in force, especially after the past couple days. It's been bad. Are you venturing to the merchant district to buy something, or are you trying to like get something on the sly here down in the docks?
This is gonna involve
Gotta go black market.
It's up to you. I mean, whatever you want to do. You have 2 levels of exhaustion right now, unless you want to take a little nip.
No.
It's good for 8 hours.
Luck's not on my side tonight.
It's good for 8 hours.
Guess we'll stay at the bar.
Okay.
Boo.
I know. I'm gonna get arrested.
Din comes and
Arrested as a gap.
see you. Are you at the bar itself, or are you kind of at a table?
Yeah, I'm at a table.
Okay.
I'm writing a haiku.
You see Din kind of walk around, walks out of the kitchen where Zolkar was, and out into the floor. Past Rogar. Rogar's kind of boisterously at the bar, I'm assuming, kind of drinking like he does. Dayu, this just came in for you. And he hands you a piece of paper.
Take it and open it up.
You open it up. It looks to be it's not a summons, it's more of a, how would I put this? It's a message from Cole, the bartender, Greybeard, and states that he might have some useful intel for you if you stop by.
Yes, please.
Okay. So he's in the Samurai District. So
yeah, I know. I know.
Yeah, just throwing it out there. So is there anything do you want to do anything, Rogar? Or
You said everyone is out in force, right?
Yes,
Everyone's out in force. Rora is going to ask Din while he's drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Din, is there any way you can get us some climbing supplies? Perhaps a grappling hook, or I believe it's called a spike or a piton.
Rogar, I mean, I'll see what I can do. I'm not exactly.
I understand.
The climbing gear, but
I would go out myself to search the merchant district, but
of course. You know what?
Quite wanted.
Let's see if we could find somebody to grab us some things. And all right, do you want to purchase some off-the-wall climbing equipment?
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay.
Beggars can't be choosers.
Here's what happens, Rogar. There is a Din kind of goes out front and kind of, hey, he kind of points towards somebody, and a rather large bugbear comes, like extremely tall, male.
Yeah.
He's shirtless. He has tattoos through his fur. Obviously a sailor of some kind. And he goes, hey. And you see him kind of conversing outside. And the bugbear kind of throws up his arms, and Din kind of does something similar. Like they're arguing over something. There's something happening out there. And then eventually the larger man just kind of kind of reaches down and like tosses a sack into Din's chest, and he catches it. He kind of gives him a little fuck you, little, and then he kind of walks off. Din comes walking back in. Well, it's not quite a grappling hook, but should get the job done. Kind of tosses you this large sack. Kind of grab a hold of it, and this looks like what sailors use to board vessels with.
Okay.
It is a large rope attached to essentially a grappling hook that you would use to snag another vessel and pull it towards you, pull it taut. So it could work similarly. It could also work very badly.
How long's the rope?
The rope is 20 feet long. Excuse me, 50 feet
50
long.
feet.
Rope comes
Okay.
in 50 feet. What am I doing?
All right.
Now, we'll say it is weathered and used.
Okay.
So you got it for free.
Rub some tar on it.
That's all I'm saying. You got it for free. Be careful what you do with it.
I have other rope.
Okay.
So I'm gonna take that off and tie it to the better rope.
As you take off the kind of hook, the rope frays in your hand. Like it's weathered badly. It's kind of and like just kind of crumples away.
Useless.
Why don't you give me a? Oh man, let's talk about knots here.
Oh gee.
I know a lot about knots personally. You know.
Mhm. I don't know if
Well,
Rover does.
I'll say this. Brevrak is there. Brevrak was a sailor.
Mm.
If you want him to tie you a knot, he could tie you a knot.
Yeah,
Just,
I'll have Brevrak do it.
Rogar, let me aid you. As he kind of comes over and ties a couple little quick movements, and thing looks secure.
I like to picture Rogar struggling like he's trying to
He's trying
read
to
a book or
thread
something.
his giant
angry, you
hand.
know?
Just
He's
like,
trying to thread it, and it's just not working. He's like, oh, you will face the son of Amu.
Exactly,
He's like
yeah.
trying to thread it. And Brevert comes over, threads it. Gets it all in ship shape. And you have essentially a grappling hook.
Right.
What would you guys like to do? Your rest is up. It is getting close to I'm going to say it's afternoon at least. So, are we venturing forth into the Samurai District?
Yes.
I can go anywhere I want. I can look like anybody.
You can.
That's true.
You can indeed.
Is Brevrak coming with us?
Yes, he will.
Okay. Did he sneak in last time, or did he climb the wall?
He had to climb the wall.
Yeah, we all climbed last
You all
time.
climbed.
Is that the plan this time, or is some of you guys sneaking in?
I don't know. What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna have to climb the wall.
I think that might be the wise decision. I like to see you go
Do
up
you?
and talk to him with disadvantage. But yeah, Rogar's definitely climbing. So anyone who's climbing in the evening,
Mhm,
you
mhm.
know,
I will. I don't want to break up the party. So.
do you?
We'll
I
climb.
mean, you
Climb
you
as
can
well.
easily get
Yeah,
through.
you can just walk in and meet us on the other
I mean,
side.
yeah, you can just meet us.
True.
So,
I'll just. I'll do that.
okay. All right. I'll say that you guys will need to make me a stealth check. Ha ha ha! I see you even get there. Let's see how this goes.
I mean,
You're
either way, it's
traveling
gonna
overhead.
happen.
I'm rolling for Brevrak. He has disadvantage because he's wearing
Oh,
heavy armor.
shit.
Damn,
Natural
So does-
20.
I believe Dayu has disadvantage because he
Dude,
has not removed
I
his
rolled-
exhaustion.
I rolled super high.
Okay.
Rogar
geez,
rolled
that's
12.
super big. Good for Rogar. That was your stealth at disadvantage, Dayu?
Yeah, 20 and a 15.
Jesus. Okay. Well, you're good then. Brevrak, not so much. It's not bad. It's not great either, though. But I'll say this. It is above the DC. So all of you do manage to avoid unwanted attention, even at this time of night, this time of afternoon. Not a cloud in the sky today. Not a cloud in the sky. And as you're moving, you see for the first time in a long time, you see the twinkling of stars above the city of Port Dorona.
Atlas's work.
Stars above.
Stars above. You can actually see out into the bay and further into the depths, the sea itself. You can see the actual tower, the lighthouse, out by the Emerald Gates, the bastion that keeps the denizens of the deep from entering the Devatonic River and into the country proper. Of course, see the castle illuminated as you are kind of moving in that similar direction. It is massive. 3 large towers, a very high wall guarding it. And you make it to the 20-foot wall and gate that will get you into the Samurai District. It is guarded. It's not barred yet. Looks like they're getting ready to bar the entrance. Now, the 3 of you, besides Zolkar, are sneaking over. You're going to try to climb.
Yeah, who has the bag of holding?
Zolkar does.
Before Zolkar splits, I'm gonna take a shot of that wine.
Okay.
Get it.
You kind of. So no exhaustion for the next 8 hours. Then we'll roll again, and we'll see if you get 3. Or you could get none. That is the flip side. It could also.
Then I die.
It could also not.
die.
You could also recover. So
Question,
it's a
if he's
50-50.
taking
We killed him. He
Does it take
drank
away
too much
1
wine.
exhaustion or 2 exhaustion?
He's at 2 right now.
Uh-huh.
So if you pass the save, you go down by 1.
Okay.
So
So like when he just drinks it, it's all gone?
it's all gone.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah. You don't feel the effects of exhaustion for the next 8 hours. This is like it burns your throat. It doesn't taste good. This is almost like medicine. They call it wine just to kind of, I don't know, spice it up maybe. But you're essentially you're drinking some kind of extreme magical upper right now that's got you jacked right now.
Shit. The downer's
You're
coming,
good to go. Woo, good to go. So as you make your way towards the gate, Zolkar, what do you do to go through the gate?
I would assume to know what I need to look like to get through. We're going into the Samurai District.
We
pretty
are.
high class, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, your what the average citizen in this part of town be allowed to pass through?
Okay. We'll say if you could. Now, are you trying to be armored, or are you trying to look like perhaps like a wealthy individual that?
Right. Yeah. Just somewhere in the upper crust.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone in the upper
We'll
crust.
say that you kind of you give off the appearance of not necessarily a merchant, but a very wealthy, almost noble-like individual. Very, very expensive
Yes.
kimono. It looks like.
Finery.
Lots of finery. Your hair is done up in a very elaborate top knot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And you have the white shroud crest on your back as you kind of approach.
Staying alive place.
I will say, Zolkar, just due to your background, you probably are relatively skilled in picking up subtle nuances for blending in. I would think that'd be kind of a good thing for you. So I'll say that you're able to pick up a couple mannerisms without having to roll for it. A way of walking, a way of being proper as you approach. And I need you to give me a deception check, though.
You got it. All right, 16.
Not bad. Not bad at all. So, oh yeah, definitely. The 2 guards, which have like, they look like glaives, large pole arms with a blade at the end. They don't have them crossed yet, but they're kind of standing there, and they don't pay any attention to you at all, Zalkar. You look like you belong. Matter of fact, one of them even kind of both of them kind of even nod a little bit as you pass in deference. Completely believable that you're of noble stature as you kind of walk through the open gate. The rest of you, let's see here. Rogar, are you going to be the one throwing this grapple?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and give
My
me
grapple.
it is your grapple. Go ahead and give me a
I'd say athletics.
I'm gonna go. Roll me an attack roll.
What? All right.
This is just to shoot it over, just to see.
All right. I'll take it. 19.
Good, easily done. It is 20 feet. I'm not sure how much experience Rogar has with like a tethered weapon. I'm not sure. Probably not much. I wouldn't think. I don't feel like you hunt with nets and things like that. Do you?
Probably not.
I wouldn't think so. You're hunting bigger game. You're not out there fishing or anything. So it's a little awkward, but you kind of toss the grapple up there, and it goes over to the other side. You start to reel it in, and it catches at the top of the wall. There are spiky bits on the top of the wall, I might add, that you will need to climb over. But with a 19, your rope is not severed on the top of it, and you were able to climb appropriately.
Oh yeah.
There's no check really needed with a secure rope to climb. You guys are just good. This isn't a high intensity situation yet, since Zalkar didn't raise any alarms. So who's going first?
Backing the grapple back up in the bag.
Well, who's going over the wall first?
Oh, I assumed Rogar would.
Okay.
Unless someone else jumped to it quicker.
Yeah. I will need you to give me an acrobatics check at the top of the wall to not impale
Acrobatics. Oh boy. Let's see. 7.
Rogar, as you get to the top of the rope, and you begin to try to climb over, and you
Oh shit!
One of the spiky bits slices through some of your scales. You're going to take 1 point of slashing damage. And I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw as you fall off the top of the wall.
12.
Okay, you do manage to get your feet underneath you. You kind of fall off the side. You on the side you're trying to get to. And you it's a scratch. It's a flesh wound. You're fine.
All right.
Make a little bit of noise. Dayu, I'm assuming you're next.
Yep.
Or do you want Brevrak to go?
No, I'll go. Acrobatics.
Okay. Oh shit! Hey, once you get to the top, yeah. Oh yeah. Dayu easily kind of gets over, and as he gets to the top, he trying to grasp it with 2 hands, and then kind of lifts his body up.
Gymnastic style.
Legs go across.
Yeah, legs spread out. Yeah.
And then he tilts and
dismounts
over the top. 20-foot drop.
Rogar's on the ground, picking himself up.
So let's see how Brevrak does. Surprisingly well. Brevrak gets to the top. It must be his sailor background. He's able to scale it, and even in the heavier armor, he doesn't make a lot of noise. And as he gets to the top, he has the forethought to kind of take the rope and chuck it down towards you, Rogar, and he descends quickly, lands, good to go. Everyone is across and ready.
All
So
right.
I'm assuming Zalkar kind of walks into the alley.
Meet up.
Wait to meet up. Yep.
If time permits, go to Greybeard.
It is on the way.
Maybe talk strategy as well.
It's on the way because last time you took this route, you may have stopped at his tavern instead of continuing. So as you are traveling the the samurai district, this place is more heavily patrolled than ever. There are guards out in large groups. You're looking at groups of probably anywhere between 12 and 15 individuals with leadership. These aren't just a ragtag group of guards anymore. You're looking at, they have people giving them direction. Some people are prepared with strange armaments. They look cylindrical, long, tubular, with stocks on the back of them. Things that none of you have ever seen before, except that thing that Tuk might have stole all those little times ago. Except for these are large. These are rifles, in fact. So certain guards have experimental weaponry on them. And if you stick to the shadows, you're not taking the main streets. With your previous stealth roll, you guys can easily make it to Greybeard's. So, as you approach the tavern, you will notice that it is very loud and boisterous this night. There are quite a few patrons inside, drinking, carousing, and you see Greybeard, in fact, back. Well, let's just say that he's behind the bar. What would you like to do?
Walk in and why don't the three of you get us a table and I'll get us some drinks.
Do so.
Okay. You begin to move in as that happens. Dayu. Oh, come here.
7B?
Yeah, and the hob he's not big, but he looks like he's seen his fair share of combat in the past. The owner of the Mariner's Rest, Gold Greybeard. He's behind the counter, kind of polishing the glass. He puts it down, and he looks around to make sure no one's paying attention. Dayu, there was a bit of trouble here not too long ago. I know that you were involved.
Maybe. Find us.
Yeah, I'd say you were definitely involved. Well, lucky for you, I'm a man of action, let's just say. I have a bit of information for you. I managed to send a couple boys over across the street before the guard were summoned, and I found some things before they carted them away. There were 3 men left dead, or 2 men left dead on top of a roof across the street, one of the warehouses. And it appears that they didn't have any money on them. I searched them rather quickly. I did get a cursory glance at their bodies. There were stains on their fingertips. Black, almost like soot. Similar to some of the guard that I've seen recently. Have you seen the ones walking around with the strange weapons?
Yeah, I saw some as we walked in.
Yes, it's not quite magic. I'm not sure what it is, to be honest with you, but it can leave an aroma, a scent, and they appear to have the scent on their person. Also, they had this, and he hands you a pendant on a necklace. It's the only thing I could find before the guard came. And there is a key on this pendant and this chain. The key looks bizarre because it looks like a normal key, but then the kind of the head of it not where it goes in the lock, the other end. I don't know what that's called. You know what the hell I'm talking about, though. The decorative end on this old-fashioned key appears to be, it looks like the head of a squid with 6 eyes.
I've seen this symbol before, Colm.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy. But I figured you could put it to good use. Unfortunately, they took everything else. They took him to the castle. At least that's the direction they went.
It's tough to say. I figure things have been happening a lot in the fishing district, but I feel like the castle is somehow involved in all of this.
Who's telling? The city's a mess right now. Can't you see? As he kind of motions towards the large crowd. Everybody's out. Everybody's scared. They're cavorting as if this was the end of days.
He puts his hand on the key, slides it across over.
Mm-hmm.
Some warm sake for my friends.
Of course. And
Slide of a gold piece.
He takes it. Very generous of you, sir. And he pours and has one of his very beautiful assistants bring the sake to the table that Zolkar, Rogar, and Brevrak have secured. You're able to drink and do what you wish. You stay here for long?
Possibly.
Okay.
I'll explain to him about the gunpowder fingertips. Show them the key. Explain to him that it was on the guys on the roof from our Declan fight. If you have any opinions on where this key would go. Since we're all having dreams related to this symbol.
You'll see that it resembles the 6-eyed beasts that we've been dreaming of. Does it look like the statue that we saw?
You could probably, it looks similar.
Okay.
No, it's not like identical. It doesn't look as detailed as the statue for sure, but you can tell it's a depiction of a similar creature or being, whatever this is.
Okay. The antiquities in the merchant shop that we
the Dusty Trader
that we discovered underneath. None of that had a keyhole, right?
Not visibly, no.
And the statue didn't have a key on it, hole or anything.
Not from the inspection you made. You didn't see anything like that. No.
Okay. I'm unsure where this key is supposed to go. But the black powder. Surely there's not much of that around the city. I've only seen these guards wield those strange weapons.
Assuming at least some of the city guard are involved in this cult.
I think you were right. Do we know where? Do we know where like most of the city guard congregates? Is it? Did they have?
Does Brevrak know?
Brevrak would know. There are barracks outside of the castle walls where a lot of them sleep, but the main armory for Castle Whiteshroud is within the castle itself.
The castle. Right.
And though Brevrak has not been privy to any experimental weapons, he does know about the cannons that guard the tower, the 3 towers in the castle that guard the bay. They're pointed out towards the sea, and they've been there for quite some time. The new development is the more slender, smaller versions of them that the guard are using. And he would be able to tell you that there are black powder stores at the castle. It's a strange substance. It is made, actually, Brevrak's here, so he's a plethora of information when it comes to this. And yeah, with that roll, he does know. He knows that the black powder itself is made at the kind of small island peninsula out towards the bay where the lighthouse comes out of. There's actually a series, like a small fort out there that it's not big by any means, but it's a small fort where certain materials were discovered that have aided in the development of this weapon, this black powder. And routinely, there are groups of individuals brought out to mine and produce the substance. Most of them being convicts from Port Dorona.
Brevik, you've been to this lighthouse.
Well, I've not been to it, but I've sailed past it many a time.
Was there anyone when you were stationed? Any suspicions that you have about these people?
My time at sea was short. I trusted everyone on my crew. And within the walls themselves, it was... Well, let's just say I was there for a reason. And I was not as well trusted as I probably should have been. Not privy to everything that happened within the castle. Just what I've picked up from some of the other guards and Glazug himself, of course. He was a bit of... I was a bit of one of his confidants. We had much in common.
Somehow, we're going to have to get inside this castle.
That could be dangerous indeed.
Perhaps the island is where we should go. As they produce the powder.
It's always a possibility. They make it there. I know they have stores here at the castle. Perhaps they've been upping production. Who knows?
If we have to go to the lighthouse, Brevrak, do you know anyone that could take us?
I could secure passage if needed. So there's a few well, not exactly a favor, but I would owe someone a favor, but we could do it.
We might. To the matter at hand for tonight. How much trust do we want to put into this Black Shroud? This Caddick. Obviously, Rogar's not going to talk to him. It's going to be the three of us.
Well,
if we even want to talk to him.
I will say this. He is the master of the port within the castle grounds. Could be an easy way to get in. Easier than scaling the walls. If he can be reasoned with, a righteous nobleman would do nothing this unsurly. But I've heard whisper that he is he has a unsavory streak.
I think we should tread lightly on how much we talk about this cult, in case he's a member of it.
Yes, indeed.
We're also wanted men.
That I know.
Well, I guess we should approach him while he's there, in case he starts a fight. No one would want to start a fight in a crowded place like that.
Definitely not. It is a fine establishment at that. Plenty of protection, good neutral ground. What say you, shaman?
Say, whatever we have to do to get into the castle, that's what we've got to do. Is there any shape or form I can take that would make it easier on us? Just better dance, particular guards,
See,
things like that.
Brevrak is not smart. He cannot remember a face that shall help you.
There are different kinds of military. Like, do they have different uniforms or?
Okay, so I'll say this: there are more elite guard. Now, it's a toss-up. You don't know the inner workings of the castle, and Brevrak is not intelligent enough to give you a leg up in this situation. However, let's see how much you know about politics in the dynasty. So give me a history check real quick, Zalkar.
Okay.
I do have a possible plan to get inside the castle.
It's a 12.
Okay.
I know some stuff.
All right. So before Dayu finishes that, Zalkar, you will know that as a whole, the dynasty is a collection of warlords. Each clan is ruled by a warlord. All of these warlords are, as of 1,000 years ago, they were united by Valvrak the Vicious, the founder of the dynasty. And they have all become servants of what has been now termed the Shogun. So, over the centuries, there have been vying for power, as Valvrak was not known to have had any children of his own. And the torch has been passed from family to family. This has bred mistrust and has spiked war in the past. The dynasty is not as unified as it would seem. Meaning, in this case, that while a member of Clan White Shroud might approach and be suspicious of someone they don't know, if perhaps a different clan were to approach with some other means, perhaps, I don't know, an emissary of the Shogun or something of that sort, they might get a different response and be not looked at as closely as certain individuals.
So if I were to take on the...
You have seen when you guys were pursued, you escaped capture previously when you were in Conwich.
Mm-hmm.
You did see the kind of attire of the Shogun's military, his scouts in particular.
So I'd be able to take on this Shogun for
kind of like it's a different style of armor, and it is a black uniform of sorts.
Right on. Very cool. So I'd do that to help us get get into the gate.
You could do that. So are you guys going towards the Red Lotus? Yes.
Yes.
Dai, you had something you were thinking of.
Yes. There's strategy. It's quite risky, but obviously we're not going to sneak Rogar anywhere. Brevrak's a former city guard. Maybe he can regain some type of honor. Zal can be anyone he wants to be. Possibly the two of them capture Dayu and Rogar. They take us to the cells. The two of you get room with the castle.
That could be done.
Or Zalkar catches all three of us, since Brevrak is also wanted.
I like that plan less.
Again, Zalkar can continue to shift his appearance.
Yes.
Eventually getting us out.
Yes. That sounds great.
Yeah, let's do that. That's a good plan.
If we are to enter the castle, just so I believe it was Cratch, the furry one in the sewers, said there was a
the fine individual of wares and goods.
Yes. Yeah. He said there was an entrance to the dungeons of the castle. He did say there was some sort of beast that needed clearing out, but another way perhaps to get into the castle itself. I do not know about the lighthouse, but the castle is the goal. Another option, at least.
The beast does concern me, but also if we can go in through the front door, possibly one or the other two can scout it out as they take us below.
Yeah.
It's just a thought.
A fine noble treads through the front door, not the back.
Yes. Saltkar can appear as this emissary that we saw on Conwich.
Yes.
We can go from there.
Well,
It's the Red Lotus.
as the four of you stand up and gather yourselves, begin moving towards the Red Lotus, and that's where we're going to take our first break.